So let's go into the child must have only one home. Again, there's no evidence showing that the courts have proven that this is indeed the case. Harm that comes from a child from divorce is not the kind of harm that comes from divorce is not the kind of harm the courts can protect children from. In fact, when they try to protect children from harm that the Constitution doesn't allow, they usually end up doing more damage.
And the federal courts have talked about this. They have talked about this in terms of specific child abuse cases, where they say even in the most serious and most heinous cases of alleged child abuse, they still must balance the rights of the child
in terms of being protected from child abuse with the rights of the child to have association with their family and to live with their family and be involved with their family on a daily basis. Because if you go overboard and you protect the child that's not really in danger, you're hurting that child by hurting their relationships and their foundation, right? So there's always a balance here, and the federal courts recognize you have to look at both sides. The state courts ignore the side.
They want to protect, as they say, the child, but what you see they're really doing is protecting themselves, because they don't want to be the judge who didn't go the extra mile when they should have and have something happen to the child that they get blamed for.
Yeah, they don't want to be the judge that you see on the news where you see people saying, look, they complained about all these things about the other parent and now the child's dead. Or, you know, they don't want to be that judge. So they think that if they're overly cautious, they'll be okay. No bad things will happen. But, by the way, sometimes that sends a parent over the edge too, doesn't it? There was one on the East Coast too about a year or two ago where the child was actually killed by one of the parents at supervised visits.
And they wind up causing way more harm than they would cause otherwise. You cannot protect everybody from everything. That's why we have rules. That's why we have fundamental rights. And that's why we have proper procedures to protect these fundamental rights.
There is always going to be error. But what we cannot do is allow little small kings who are these judges to just make random arbitrary decisions that are ultimately only protecting themselves, not protecting the children or the families.
Yeah.
We have to have a set of rules, of procedural rules that apply equally to everybody, designed to protect as much as possible all of the rights involved. And that's what the Constitution provides.
But these state judges are ignoring. We find ways and we help you force them to follow the rules.
Thank you for watching, and if you found this video valuable, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and then go on to the next video about family court myths. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video valuable, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and then go on to the next video about family court myths.